Welcome back to Worldbox World Domination. Of course, Final Fantasies really isn't a Final Fantasy at all, because there are at least 15 versions of that. I'm not sure which one is the final. But here we are at Final Fantasy X's world. Now of course I couldn't find a map detailing all of the factions that sprang up within that world, but I certainly do find some locations that might be worth mentioning on this map here. Oh, how rude of me. I should have, explained the, series that I'm having here, Worldbox World Domination. Now, of course, I have a map, the Worldbox. I put down the kingdoms, allows them to develop to the maximum size until all of the tile of land, colonizable tile of land that is, can be, colonized by the kingdoms. And of course, the culture allowed to be flourished to the max level. Alright. Well, with a touch on the button here, Diplomacy Random Events shall be turned on. This will allow the kingdom to declare war against each other, and when the dust are settled, there should be only one kingdom left behind, and that will be the winner, the World Dominator. Alright folks, and we already started. I saw some war declaration happening already. Well, from the look of things on the map, Guado is the largest kingdom. Actually, it does have one of the best geography for developing a giant empire. All open plains, not exactly many hills. But Macalania doesn't seem to be very lucky, and it does seems like the troops from the Northern Kingdom of Bavel has been able to successfully destroy several, important structure around the kingdom of Macalania. Now still, there are a few, defensive towers and cannons you can see over here. But most of the fighting are actually happening to the eastern side, and there we have it. Well, that town got absolutely taken over without any fight. Macalania still, however, does survive a little bit over here on to the eastern side of the continent, and they are trying to get back, claw back several lost territories, a village over here in the northern plains. In the south, there is a little bit of a kerfuffle. Some raidings going on. I'm not sure which has instigated the fight, but the red side, or it's the Crusaders, has pretty much lost their footing on the area. Now, out ahead is a pretty neat-looking, island village, but that doesn't exclude them from the fight. It seems that Crusader are quite hostile against the Alpahad, and we have seen islanders showing up onto the mainland here, but I don't think the Crusaders gonna have too much of an encounter anymore with Alpahad, as Guado has basically taken over the kingdom. Okay, I think we have just seen the two biggest kingdoms that are gonna be the contender for this episode victory. They have a rise here. Now, I'm not sure which one is gonna have the upper hand, but we shall see. The only point that separate the two kingdoms are these great mountain range over here. The only point that connects them, this tiny little cavern. Canyon, sorry. But it could be a cavern. We don't technically have the, you know, luxury of knowing whether or not a cavern exists around here. Alright. So Guado has lost the first battle between the two. Not necessarily, you know, a decisive battle, but they did manage to take control over this area, which means they will now have the... oh, there we go. Guado has taken back the village as fast as it has been, you know, taken over by the other side. And now they are building some sort of structure over here, perhaps in an attempt to like deter any sort of invasion for the future. Of course, it's gonna be a tower. And this tower is actually kind of helping with defending. Now the Guado will have a little bit of range advantage here, but from the look of things, they are a little bit short on people. So I don't know how long will the tower last. Oh, it didn't. And lo and behold, the brown tunic of Bavel has started to break in. They burned, set the village afire, I mean aflame over here. This island still had just to face another war. I assume it might be changing. Now there is a little bit of a, you know, secret path over here to the tip of the island chain that have been connected over by, you know, sand. Of course, the ship can still sail across it, no problem, and the human can also sail across. I mean, not sail across, but, you know, walk across the island. So it's much. It's a mysterious reason how the ship could have crossed this tiny little gap here, but no. Expect we do not answer that question. See that the border between the two have yet to change in the last few years of fighting. Of course, these two sides are pretty much balanced. The only thing that gives Guado a little bit more advantage is as the northern village of Bavel here, despite its huge size, does not seem to be able to hold a lot of people. Only few buildings are present as residential. The rest are defensive structure or factories. Back to the battleground, you see that the I always forgot the name, the Guado, are losing their footings over the region. Attempt of reshaping the border has been observed right about here. Now the Bavel seem to have taken notice of the little corridor, this little escape route over here. Oh, never mind. Guado has taken back the area without much of a hitch. Perhaps they could have retreated, wait for the Guado to also retreat, and then go back and take over the village yet again. This man, Kim, well, he hasn't had much luck, as he was, you know, kind of shot over into the mountain by a cannon shot. Pretty violent injury, and, you know, with him being on fire, I don't think that, you know, survival was much of a chance. Alright. Now, it is the first time that we see the Guado creating an offensive here, and they are taking... Okay, so this troop, they have been distracted a little bit. just in time for these Guado troops to go and demolish these watchtowers. Clever little strategy, but it could mean they will lose this village after they had taken over the enemy village. Oh my god, that is a massacre. Look at this. Absolutely tremendous. The farming population has pretty much been disrupted. I see they might have some casualties, but that's quite not apparent. Reinforcement has arrived and retaken the village back to the green side. Alperhead has now declared war on Bavel, sensing that the enemy has been weakened after a failed assault. And Guado has actually made peace with Bavel. Believe it or not. I don't think they want to fight at another choke point like this. I don't think they have enough forces. Perhaps they will try to rebuild their forces in the future to invade into the area, but not now. Alperhead, in the meantime, does not seem to be... Oh, here we are. Alperhead troop had just breached into the little opening here. It is a village. Destroying the cannon, of course. Important tactics. They are now going across into the snowy wasteland of the top and has taken over that village, which has invited Guado into the fight. Perhaps they think that, after such an invasion, the previously Bavel's village over here is gonna be less defended. They're not gonna have enough troops, and the Alperhead troops will probably not be as experienced, nor will they be as fierce in combat, and they were right. The village was taken in just a flash. Now, the island also looked kind of juicy. Free land up for grabs after the majority of the, fighting troops has already been vanquished in the expedition. Cutting off this village, destroying its shipping port, probably not a good idea. Then again, they could have just rebuilt it right away. And alright, so that is some destruction. The mines and the farm of the northern island has been destroyed, and that will probably bring a lot of hardship for this island in the future. Right? Assume that the Guado people does not care very much. Alperhead has taken back the southern island. Impressive. I don't think they're gonna be able to survive the the troops descending from the north. And there we go. Alperhead were destroyed. Perhaps in their own hubris, they try to invade and take it over as a mainland. But that would prove to be the demise, as the mainland is Guado turf. And Bavel is the single kingdom left on the continent that is not Guado. I presume that the Guado does not take very kindly to that fact. An empire like Guado will probably just eye over to the north and say, hey, why does that not belong to me, After all, Bavel seems to have a very active mine, iron mine, useful for industry. And of course, many tools and stuff. Here we can see that the troops of Guado are training. Now this used to be the village from Bavel, but they've changed the ownership after a few years. Farming hard at work. I mean, farmers hard at work, creating food, not fruit, but you know, they could have been creating fruit from these trees over here. And dare I say that the, you know, weeds are also producing fruit. Technically, I guess. Well. Oh, here we go. I think we are witnessing the end of Bavel. As the troop wearing the green tunic has been seen. Oh my god, look at this. Now you might look at this and you say, ah yes, very, you know, typical. But the fact that the troops from Guado had, you know, basically breached the border before an official declaration of war appeared on the, you know, side of the map here, I think it's very special because usually the kingdom will only breach the border when declaration of war was stated, or you know, they need to trek through the border to get to a different place, but not right now. There's nothing to trek through to get across. I mean, nothing to, you know, need to get across. It was basically, you know, a strike, an undeclared invasion, basically, right? Well, that was short, but Guado has become the entirety of this world, whatever it is called. In any case, though, that's gonna be it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, leave a like, press the subscribe button. You want to see more. Although, I believe I will probably not be able to hold the usual schedule, as there might be some restructuring of my life going on right now. Something along the line of getting a job. That would be a good sign, because now, or at least in the future, I will probably get, you know, a lot more funding for this little YouTube project that I'm doing. And perhaps I will be able to produce even better content, because right now I'm pretty restricted, having to use only free content. I mean free, not, well, the games I of course paid, but the video editing stuff are all freeware, and they leave a lot to be desired. In any case though, I had to end this video here. Hopefully it's not too abrupt. Yeah. See you in the next video, and that's a promise.